So we're going to talk about cosecant. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So I graphed the sine function so you can see where this actually comes from. So the cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So if I take the sine function and I take the reciprocals of all of these y values, I'm going to get my cosecant graph. So what ends up happening is that every time that the sine is equal to 0, I'm going to have an asymptote. I'm going to have a vertical asymptote because the sine of 0 is 0, but you can't take and divide by 0. So every time that I have an x-intercept in my sine curve, I'm going to have a vertical asymptote for the cosecant. Additionally, the reciprocal of 1 is 1. And so the two graphs are actually going to share this point. And the reciprocal of -1 is -1. So these are going to share those points. The sine of pi fourths is 1 over the square root of 2. So if I take the reciprocal of the square root of 2, I get about 1.4. Square root of 2 is about 1.4. And so this is going to be at about a -1.4. The other nice value that I have, the sine of pi sixths. So this is 3 pi sixths, so pi sixths would be about right here, okay? The sine of pi sixth is 1/2. So the cosecant of pi sixth is 2. So then this is going to be up at +2, and this will be down at -2. And so what I end up with are these vertical asymptotes, and I end up with these U-shaped type graphs within each of these intervals. So my cosecant graph does not exist in the y-interval between -1 and 1, but it'll exist everywhere above +1 and below -1. And my domain is going to have those values excluded. So 0, pi, 2 pi, and so on.